Hey everybody, it's Mick here. Today I'm doing a review on a new stereo I got for my truck. So I recently replaced my app radio because I upgraded my phone and my old app radio would not work with Apple's new lightning connector, so I bought the JVC KWV20BT. So let's fire this thing up. It's got a DVD/CD player at the top here. It's touchscreen compatible. You know, you can do stuff. You got your auxiliary jack here, and then I got my my USB. I got run out down here, so I can plug my phone in. We'll go to the home screen here. It is iPod or Apple iPhone compatible along with any other phone, as long as you have a USB connection for it. Okay, we got the stereo here on the tuner. So it gives you doesn't give you much on the information on what's playing, but it does scroll. And you got 6 priority channels in each bank. You got 3 banks on FM, 1 bank on AM. So just change your channels. You can go like that. You can spread it out, like pushing that, it'll actually show you what those priority channels are. If you keep it minimized over here, then it'll show you the name of the song and the artist and stuff if it's being put out by the station. So that's the tuner function. It's Sirius compatible if you have it. You got your disc, so if you have your disc in there. Okay, I think actually I think my son has his Kids Bop CD in there. He was rocking out to that. But it works really good, and we've even played some DVDs in it, and have no complaints there. Everything seems to work well. You can hook just a regular USB in there too, so if you have the correct format of a movie or music or pictures or anything like that, you can run them through the USB. Got your Ipod Controls. I'll hook my phone up here in a minute and show you that. Pandora. And when you bring up the Pandora, I'll hook my phone up here in a second and show you that. Your Bluetooth works good. You got camera. I got my rear view camera because it'll take a minute here for the. Oh, I gotta turn my truck on, the ignition on for my rear camera to work. I forgot. So let's wait for this to boot back up. And we'll go to the home screen and then go to the camera. And there's my rear view camera. I use that for when I'm backing up to trailers and stuff. It's kind of nice because my wife's not much help in that area. So turn the camera off, go back to the home screen. It's got audio visual jacks in the back and the front, and you can change all those. If you go into settings, you can do quite a bit with changing the balance and the fade. The Equalizer, it gives you several built-in choices. You can set your user choices. You can set your subwoofer level, which is nice. I adjust that quite a bit depending on what I'm listening to. Let's go back. Oop, I didn't mean to go completely back. Got your loudness on and off. Crossover, which is really nice. You can adjust everything independently, the speakers and that, depending on what size speakers and that you have. And I found when I got in here and really adjusted this stuff, I actually made my system sound a whole lot better. You got the volume adjustment, and then you can change some different speaker settings here. So let's go back. We'll go to the display. You can change your dimmer, how it works, if it's on, off, or if you want it to be auto to basically go with your headlights on your vehicle. Your display design, it gives you lots of different choices on the color of over here of your keys. You can change the colors of those. You can change the color of your background. You can even upload your own picture. I uploaded the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. I thought that would be really cool, but actually when I tried to use it, it was too much going on with that picture that I was having a hard time seeing the actual text and stuff on the stereo. But so you can really customize everything as far as the colors and that. and I just made mine. I chose red because I have a red truck, and it just kind of goes with that. You have the Osd Clock, which is basically it syncs with the radio stations, is I believe how that works, or you can just set the clock by yourself. Demo mode, so you can change how stuff scrolls. GUI adjust, and then that's your input on your video and stuff. Then you have other input settings, so depending on your AV selections that you're using, if you have a camera or not, and then however you're navigating, if you're using your iPod or something else, you can change that here. So we'll go back, and then you have your system settings, so your language, time, if you want it to beep or not. You can set up user profiles. Here's where you set up your Bluetooth, DivX, and all that stuff. On the system information, tells you what versions everything is at, because JVC does come out with updates, and after I installed my stereo I did have to do the updates, and I had to do 2 updates, and it took right at 30 to 40 minutes to do those 2 updates. It actually takes quite a bit of time, and you just do that right through flash drive plugged into your USB. Worked pretty easy, just took a while. So we'll go back, and on your phone, when you got your Bluetooth on there, you can see you got your favorites screen. You can upload your phone book, and then you can make calls. You can do I got my little mic up there, so like with the iPhone I can actually use the Siri thing and just tell it who to call. And let me get my phone hooked up and I'll show you those features. Okay, so here we are in iPod mode. And some other cool things with this stereo is if you want to increase or decrease the volume, you can just do that, or you can do it through the volume knob. If you want to shuffle songs, you can just give it a swipe, and it will shuffle songs for you. So that's kind of cool. And then you got your other controls down here. Let's go back. That's pretty much all there is to the iPod mode. Now when you want to use Pandora with the iPhone, you actually got to go on your iPhone and turn on the Pandora app, which I'm doing right now. And then once it loads, we'll go straight into Pandora. Same thing with Pandora. You got all your controls. You can thumbs up, thumbs down. If you want to change your stations, you can do that with that button. It'll only bring up the stations that you have saved. You can skip songs, and it'll give you all the information for what you're listening to. So, pretty cool. So I've had this stereo in for about a week now, and been trying to get to know it and use it as much as I can, and I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, the other thing I like is when I am listening to the stereo, whenever if I'm using the navigation on my iPhone here, it will actually mute the stereo while if I'm using the voice directions on the GPS. It'll actually play it over my speaker stereos, or over the stereo speakers, and then then unmute and go right back to playing the music I was listening to. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was kind of hoping that it would shoot display up here, and originally with some of the other phones, and I think with Android and that, you can actually use an app mode and actually display your phone up here too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% on that, but I know it will not do that with the new Apple iPhones, so I don't have that feature. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with the stereo. I got it in a 2006 Ford F-250 crew cab, and we're pretty happy with it. The only thing that I'm going to add to it is we're going to use, there's some 2 additional AV jacks on the back, and I'm going to run some screens to the back for the kids so they can watch. We can control the movie up here and play it up here, and then plus they'll have it on their screens in the back. And then I'm running 2 amps off of it for my door speakers and my subs, and everything seems to be working really well. So anyway, that's all I got for the JVC KWV20BT review. Thanks for watching.